Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we're continuing our 5-year rebuild series here on the YouTube channel. Today, we are doing the UCLA Bruins. Now, with UCLA, as I'm recording this, they're currently 0-3, and future Greg already knows the answer. But, I mean, UCLA is a mess. Nico Amavilia transferred over here. He hasn't looked really good. Their team's a mess. Their defense sucks. They've hit rock bottom, and now we're going to try to bring them up to glory. It's going to be tough, though. They're in the Big Ten, just like their counterparts, USC. But, yeah, USC's way ahead of this team, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, UCLA, they're an 82 overall, 81 in the offense, 84 defense. They run a spread and a 4-3 multiple. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the UCLA roster, starting with Nico Amavilia. Man, people in UCLA, I heard they're calling him a scam artist, him and his father. Right now with UCLA, he's not looking good, and Joey Aguilar looking pretty good at Tennessee. Tennessee fans, let me know how you feel. UCLA fans, let me know how you feel. We also got Pierce Clark, Luke Duncan, and then these two I have never heard of, Edward and Colton. Running back, Javian Thomas, Anthony Woods, followed by these guys. Fullback, Leo Kemp. Receivers, Titus Moko, I don't know how to say it. I don't know if he was at Hawaii last year or UCLA. I do recognize that name. Mikey Matthews, Rico Flores Jr. I think he was here, or was he at Notre Dame? I do recognize those names. Followed by those guys. Jake Renda, the tight end. Listen, I did UCLA last year, and I don't even remember these names. Cortland Ford, I mean, that's just crazy how college football changes. Eugene Brooks, the freshman left guard. Hopefully he sticks around all 5 years. Sam Yoon there. Julian there. Garrett at the right tackle. We have Mr. Bennett at the left end. We do have some freshmen. See how they develop. Devin Atapayu. I probably butchered it. There, Keanu Williams. Nice. At the Sam, we have Adam Rhodes and Mr. Holland. We have Isaiah Chisholm at the mic. We have Jalen Woods at the Will. Andre Jordan Jr. with Johnson. And these guys, again, I never heard of any of these guys, I'm being honest. Byron Threats with Mr. Perry. There, Cole Martin at the strong safety, followed by those guys. Kicker, we have Mateen. Punter, we have Will. I mean, it's a decent roster, but we got to recruit to make it even better. Let's go. Stephen Awasum, committed. Parker Gaffney, committed. Trey Fucci, committed. Devin Cantrell, committed. Bernard Wilkies, committed. Jimmy Wooden, committed. Manny Wilkins, committed. Jalen Ishmael, committed. Trayvonte Kahn, committed. Juan Strong, committed. Devin Bradford, committed. Craig Kuma, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Heisman Trophy winner is John Maytier, quarterback of Oklahoma. He had 3,294 yards, 36 tutties, and a 73% completion percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Duke Mayo's Bowl. How about this? Virginia Tech in real life owns to fire their coach along with UCLA. It's the battle in the Duke's Mayo's Bowl between two teams with the coaches fired. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Let's freaking go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year one stats. Nico Amalivia, 270 for 409, 66% completion percentage, 3,176 yards, 24 tutties, and 7 picks. Rushing, Thomas, 265 for 1,282, 9 tutties. Nico, 137 for 50, 10 tutties. Anthony, 60 for 235, 7 tutties. Cox, 12 for 50. Berger, 11 for 24, 2 tutties. Receiving, Flores Jr., 35 for 483, tutties. Thomas, 49 for 294, 2 tutties. Gilmore, 12 for 153. Woods, 11 for 91. Jack, 11 for 72 with a tutty. And Cox, 1 for 4. Defensively, 80 for tackles by Woods, 66 by Johnson, Martin, 6'5", 6'4" by Jordan Jr., Isaiah, 56, 54 by Stafford, Byron with 50, tackles lost, 6 by Bennett, 5 by Chisholm and Keanu and Devin, 4 by Nico, 3 by Woods and Holland, 2 by Pellet, 1 by Stafford and Jake, sacks, 5 by Bennett, 2.5 by Isaiah, 2 by Keanu, Nico, and Pellet, 1.5 by Holland, 1 by Woods and Jake, half a sack by Devin and Robert. Interceptions 2 by Martin and 1 by Byron. All right, we won the Mayo's Bowl in year 1. Hopefully, we can win the Big Ten in year 2. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, how about Duke being the 2 seed going all the way to Natty? Texas Tech, an 11 seed, getting to the semifinals. And in the end, Texas had the 8th seed, and they go on to win the national championship over Duke, 31-24. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of players leaving, couple players staying. Here are the list of guys leaving and staying. Gotta hit the portal and add some talent. Malachi Nelson, committed. Tyson Ruffins, committed. Nazir Hunter, committed. Keanu Tanu Vasa, committed. Teague Anderson, committed. Kalen Ellis, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 8th best class in the nation. That's the 4th best in the Big Ten. We've got some talent. Still got some work to do. Let's go. Sal Easy, Osh and Owo, committed. Manu Gayton, committed. James Gonzalez, committed. Rico Gotez, committed. Stephen Fowler, committed. Kyle Singleton, committed. And Tony Littlejohn, committed. Kai Bishop, committed. Jamie Martino, committed. Hashim Endabali, committed. Marco Trueblood, committed. Mohammed Agazuwa, committed. Taylor Johnson, committed. Fatali Lapu Ahu, commits. Clay Garland, committed. And ladies and gentlemen, it's number 1 versus number 2 for the Big Ten Championship. UCLA, Ohio State. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Heisman Trophy winner is DJ Lagway, quarterback of Ole Miss. He had 4,424 yards, 44 tutties, a 73% completion rate. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, taking on Penn State. And ladies and gentlemen, we've won the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, on to the semis. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a rematch of the Big Ten Championship. This time, it's on our turf at the fucking Rose Bowl. UCLA, the Ohio State, one goes to Natty, loser goes home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in our own backyard, we get the shit kicked in 45-24. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 2 stats. Nico Amavila, 286 for 426, 67% completion percentage, 3,582 yards, 31 tutties, and 2 picks. Rushing, Thomas, 298 for 1,408 yards, 20 tutties. Nico, 154, 852, 12 tutties. Woods, 58 for 241, 5 tutties. Wooden, 7 for 41 with a tutty. Bradford, 11 for 34 with 2 tutties. Receiving, Flores Jr., 49 for 867 tutties. Titus, 64 for 829, 6 tutties. Hunter, 59 for 747, 8 tutties. Jack, 47 for 493, 2 tutties. Thomas, 39 for 344, 2 tutties. Noah, 13 for 108, 2 tutties. Gilmore, 5 for 99 with a tutty. Woods, 7 for 66, 2 tutties. Matthews, 1 for 29, 1 tutty. Wooden, 2 for 17. Defensively, 93 tackles by Ty Lee. Robert, 80. 59 for Perry. 56 by Isaiah. 53 by Cole. Keanu, 51. 50 by Johnson. Jordan Jr., 49. Tackles lost, 19 by Keanu. Colewood, 19. 11 by Woods. 10 by Devin. 8 by Isaiah. Robert with 6. 4 by Ty, Keanu, and Ezekiel. 3 by AJ. 2 by Jordan Jr. 1 by Bucky, Buzzick, and Jameer Johnson. Sacks, 8 by Cole. Keanu with 7. 6.5 by Woods. Devin with 4, 2.5 by Ezekiel. Isaiah with 1, along with Ty Lee, Keanu, Grant, and Jake. Half sack by Robert and Mr. Johnson. Interceptions, 4 by Jameer Johnson, 2 by Perry, 1 by Martin Lee, and Stafford. Hey, we made the playoffs. We almost won the Big Ten. Hopefully year 3, we can have much better success. And ladies and gentlemen, the U beats down Ohio State. Suck on that, bitches. 31-24. The U is back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Nico Amalavilia is 99, and he will be going to the draft. We also had some key pieces leave, but some people are staying. Let's get to the portal and add more talent. Cody Cornelius, committed. Tyler Scott commits. Zaquan Patterson, committed. General Kearshaw, committed. Nick Bryan, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 7th best class here in year 2. That's the 4th best in the Big Ten. We've got a lot of talent coming in. We got a lot of talent last year. This is the year we win the Big Ten. Come on. Clayton Hansen, committed. Todd Higgins, committed. Juan Brockle, committed. Jamal Gillis, committed. Darrell Balkansoon, committed. Major Whitting, committed. Byron Soto, committed. Greg Bibbs, committed. Ben Jewell, committed. Donald Jones, committed. Tyrone Bowser, committed. Marvin Cleland, committed. Devin Vernon, committed. James Fasciano, committed. Terrell Deer, committed. Jonathan Ecker, committed. Emmett Head, committed. J.D. Potts, Fox, committed. Joel Simple, committed. Jermaine Grimm, committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Big Ten Championship, taking on Penn State. And ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Big Ten, on to the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Heisman Trophy winner is Christopher Wisnia. He had 4,443 yards, 36 tutties, and a 72% completion percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Rose Bowl, taking on Oklahoma. And ladies and gentlemen, we lose on our home soil 17-9. What the F? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 3 stats. Pierre Clarkson, 294, 442, 66% completion percentage, 3,606 yards, 31 tutties, and 4 picks rushing. Wooden, 288 for 1,344, 10 tutties. Williams, 87 for 391, 6 tutties. Clarkson, 132, 262, 6 tutties. Bradford, 19 for 63, 2 tutties. Wilkes, 1 for 3. Receiving, Gilmore, 84 for 1,032, 7 tutties. Hunter, 65 for 849, 8 tutties. Marshall, 56, 821, 7 tutties. Jack, 34, 357, 4 tutties. Wooden, 28, 208, 1 tutty. Williams, 10 for 105. Noah, 10 for 74 with a tutty. Mikey Matthews, 4 for 72 tutties. Rico, 1 for 40 with a tutty. Bradford, 1 for 3. And Devin, 1 for 1. Defensively, 70 tackles by Roger. Ty Lee with 68, 59 for Stuart. Stafford with 50. Same with Alisi. 49 by Patterson and Wilkins. Tackles for loss, 19 by Buckley. Davis, 17 by Cole. Manny with 8, 7 by Lee. 6 by Thornhill. Stewart, AJ, and Jalen all with 3. 1 by Pleasant, Sally, and Parker. Sacks 13.5 by Davis. Cole with 11.5, 9.5 by Grant. Manny Wilkes 3.5, 3 by Ezekiel. Ty with 1, same with Jalen. Roderick and Parker with a half sack each. Interceptions, Ty Lee with 3. Roderick and Robert Stafford with 3. 2 by Stewart, 1 by Wilkes, Salisti, and Patterson. Sucks that we lost on our home turf, but hey, year 4, I think we're going to be really talented. Let's go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it was Clemson taking on Notre Dame, with Clemson coming on top 27-24. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're losing 3 players, 2 of them to the transfer portal, 1 of them to the draft. It's all good. Let's add more talent and win an Addy maybe in year 4. Kingston Lopa, committed. Shin Idu on what year go? Rowe, committed. Miles Davis, committed. Greg Burrell, committed. Dylan Robinson, committed. Evan Randall, committed. Jarius Sampson, committed. Siri Gaines, committed. Manessa Itia, committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 4th best recruiting class in the nation. That's the 2nd best in the Big Ten. This could be our year. Let's go win it. And ladies and gentlemen, our 2028 Heisman Trophy winner is Legend Genius, receiver from SMU. 95 receptions for 1,432 yards and 24 tutties. And ladies and gentlemen, we made the college football playoff taking on USC. Ladies and gentlemen, we beat our rivals on the quarters. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Sugar Bowl taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. And ladies and gentlemen, down goes Georgia. We've won the Sugar Bowl onto the semis. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl taking on Duke. And ladies and gentlemen, we have defeated Duke onto the national championship. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide for the national title. Here we are in Tampa Bay, Florida, home of the USF Bulls. I don't know, is it Raymond James Stadium still? I don't know. I don't know why there's USF branding on this field. You figured it would be a national championship. They would have the national championship branding instead of USF. But it doesn't matter. We're here for a Raymond James Stadium, taking on Alabama. They've kicked our ass in videos prior. Hopefully this ends a streak and we bring a natty home to UCLA. Let's do it. Here we are. 1st and goal at the 1. Fowler gonna hand it off to Bradford. He's in. Touchdown, UCLA. And Caleb Stammer with a 12-yard touchdown to give us a 14-13 lead. All right, it's 30-19. 30-15 at the 18. Fowler. And it's fucking picked. I fucking hate Alabama. Fuck them. Alrighty, Tracy Kahn with a 2-yard touchdown. 25-30 right now. Here we are. We're going to go for 2. Cut this to 3. Fowler. Right there, he caught it. Down 3. 1 second to go. Do we have a miracle in Tampa? Here we go. Fowler. Please, for the love of Christmas cracker fucking cookie, I hate Alabama. Fuck this fucking school. They gave us fucking Tua, and they kicked my fucking ass. Fuck this school. Fuck Alabama. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is leaving us. That's great. Gabe Watts committed. Patrick Williams committed. Anthony Paul commits. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the worst recruiting class in the nation. I didn't turn auto recruiting on, and I didn't want to recruit, so it is what it is, but we have the roster to win it, Natty. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is our team. We're at 99-99. I think the first time we've ever seen that. Stephen Fowler, 91. Gills up there at 87 by Devin and Wilkes as well. Receivers looking very nasty. I like our receiving core. Tight end looks really fucking good. Caleb there. We have Hashim at the left tackle. Left guard. We don't have a left guard. Oh, we have a bunch of right guards. One of them will play left guard. True Blood up there. We have Gregory Hoggins, 95. I mean, this team is littered with talent. Ezekiel, Cole. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, man. Clayton. We have Parker and freaking Danny Wilkes. 98, 97 with the boost. Corners. We have really good corners. Free safety, Major Whitting at 97 speed. Akai Bishop. I mean, this team is loaded. If we don't win a natty, it is a shame. So let's turn auto recruiting on, get to simming, and winning a national championship. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently 8-0 with some pretty big games to go. I think we'll be in the playoff regardless, but let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking on Penn State for the Big Ten title. Ladies and gentlemen, we've won the Big Ten, on to the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Orange Bowl, taking on the Utah Utes. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Hard Rock to the trash-ass Miami Dolphins. They're fucking 0-3. I'm recording this after they just got their ass kicked by Buffalo. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, let's not talk about that sorry-ass team. We have brought UCLA greatness. We're 99, 99, 99. Utah, they're in the low 80s. We should beat the piss out of them. No excuses. Let's get to the semis, boys and girls. Jamal Gills with a 1-yard rush to tie it up at 7. We're down 24-7. I can't comprehend that right now. Let's go, Fowler. Got a man deep. Con, touchdown. Let's go. Here we go. 1st and 10 now at the 25. Fowler. Let's go. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14. Gillis. Big run. Timeout Utah. 2nd and inches from the 4. Fowler taking it himself. Touchdown UCLA. Down 3. 3rd and 8. We're down 10. Holy shit. Fowler. Got a man. Down 3. Let's go. Here we are. 1st and goal at the 2. A chance to take the lead. Fowler. Hands off to Gillis. Here we go, 2nd and goal now from the 2. Fowler. Gillis. Can't get in. Here we go, 1st and goal, 3rd and goal, 3rd and goal at the 1. Fowler. He's got a man. Touchdown strong. Have a lead. Down and 5 from the 42. This is the game. Here we go. UCLA. Chance to go back to the semifinals. Here we go. What is he doing? He's going to chuck it. Doesn't matter. It's dropped. And we were losing from pretty much majority of the game, but we found a way. Unlike the Miami Dolphins, we find ways to win. Fuck that pussy-ass team. UCLA to the semis. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going back home at the Rose Bowl, taking on LSU. Here we are at our home stadium with a chance to go back to the national championship. We have the squad to do it. We're a 99, 99, 99. LSU, they are in the 90s. It's going to be a lot tougher than Utah. But this team is way too good not to win a natty. 99, 99, 99. Let's get the job done and get back to the natty. Here we are, 2nd and goal from the 6. Fowler. Got a man. He held on. Touchdown, tie game. I don't know. I like it, but I hate it at the same time. Rico Gotez with a 9-yard touchdown to give us 14-7 lead. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 2. Fowler to Gillis. Touchdown 24-7. And it looks like we may be back in the national championship. And ladies and gentlemen, we done it. We were at our home stadium. The home fans got to see us win. And now hopefully our home fans travel to the national championship and root us on, and hopefully we win it this time. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a chance to rewrite history this time. It's a rematch of last year, Alabama, UCLA for the national championship. Let's go. Here we are at the Hard Rock Stadium, home to that fucking trash team, Miami Dolphins. Fuck them. Fuck Tua. Fuck Alabama. They fucking developed that fucking pussy. Fuck them. Fuck everything right now. Fuck Tua. Fuck Alabama. Fuck Hard Rock. Fucking Dolphins. Fuck everything. But you know what's good? UCLA, that's a great fucking program. I love them. We need to rate right or wrong from last year and walk back to California with the national championship in our hand. Let's fucking go. Emeka Cherry with a 3-yard touchdown, 7-0 good guys. Oh, he scored 14-0. Suck on that, Bama. Trey Focher with a 10-yard touchdown, 21-14. Let's go, Cherry. Oh, yeah, Cherry. All right, first and goal up the 4. Gillis, touchdown. Suck it. We will now go for 2 to make it a 7-point game. Fowler. Gillis in the flat. Let's go. 4th and 5 at our own 30. We're going for it. Fowler. Got him. Cherry, first down, and a lot more. 2nd and 6, now at the 35. Here we go. Gillis, big run, 3rd and inches. Gillis, get it, he's got it, and the first down and more. The field goal is now a little bit closer. All right, we are in field goal range. Let's get this field goal a little closer. Here we go. Gillis, big return, let's go. All right, minute 17 to go. Here we go, Gillis, go, Gillis. Yeah, Gillis, just get this now to a place the kicker wants it. Right there, boom. 2nd and goal. Right there. Down, field goal. The game-winning kick for a chance to rewrite history. The kick is good. UCLA, suck on that, Alabama, you pussies. We should have beat you last year. We had no problem beating you this year, though. We are now the kings of college football, and now we are going to walk home to California with the national trophy. UCLA, you may be in rock bottom right now, but now we are back on top. UCLA, the kings of college football. Lift that trophy, baby. Lift it with pride. Ladies and gentlemen, we have fixed this program. We recruited a lot of talent throughout our 4 years here at UCLA. We even got Nico to a 99. Yes, UCLA, they may be in rock bottom. Yes, they're 0-3 right now, but maybe they get a win this year. I don't know, but we did our job. We won UCLA a national championship. UCLA, hopefully you guys get a pick. I love your colors. You guys have great uniforms. I want you guys to turn around. You guys are the best school in LA. Don't tell the USC fans I said that, okay? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hit like, hit subscribe. When you guys like subscribe, motivate me to keep doing this. With that being said, I hope you have a great day or have a great night. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.